Good afternoon, my name is Laura Sofia Mejia Garcia, and that of my colleagues are Angie Paula Ospina and Mariana Naranjo. At this time, we will share our appreciation about literacy review. Literature review is a process of critical and systematic examining and analyzing for previous research or related to specific topics. This purpose is to understand the current state of knowledge on the topics. This is interpreted theories, methods, and previous findings and gaps in the research, and thus contextualizes a new research or scholarly proposals.
Okay, now let's talking about the 5 purposes of a literature review. And a literature review can have different purposes depending on your role, whether you are a faculty member, graduated student, administrator, or professional in another area. Among the most common purposes are A. To help to figure out what works. B. To pursue a topic, problem, or question of professional and or personal interest. C. To pinpoint an area of further study. D. To provide a relational background for study. And E. To survey or analyze research methodology. In the following, we will explain each of these purposes in detail. Okay, the first one is a key purpose of a literature review, and it's to find out what works, and the educators look for strategies in workshops, conference, or even in other classrooms like the internet, but these ideas are not always supported by research. By reviewing the literature, we can find valuable information about practices that have been tested with another similar students in similar situations, helping them to identify which methods are effective or which are not. Let's continue with the second one, that is to pursue a topic, problem, or question of personal and or personal interest. And this is another purpose of a literature review, and it's to look deeper into a topic of interest, whether for assessment or curiosity. Researching through the literature, the literature help us to explore questions about topics such as graphic of organizers, multiple intelligence, or even class size. By reviewing that bibliography, we can get different strategies if that strategies didn't work in practice. For example, the literature may surprise or confirm our experiences and interests. In any case, it is a great opportunity to learn more about the different and specific area. The third one is pinpoint an area of further study, and it's important to know that a literature review also helps to identify areas for future research. Like for example, by analyzing previous studies, you may discover that there is a little or no research on a specific topic. For example, if you look for information of how learning strategies affect states on the test scores, you may find that few direct studies, but many on learning strategies in this general. It's important to know that this allows us, for example, to identify gaps in knowledge and possible areas where more research is needed. The fourth is to provide a rational background for a study. And this is another purpose of a literature review, where is to justify and give context to a study. In research paper such as this or academic projects, it is essential to include a literature review to support like the importance of the topic. For example, if you are reaching the manipulatives in mathematics, the review will help you to demonstrate the relevance, like for example, refine your research problem and better define your questions or hypotheses. The fifth purpose is to survey or analyze research methodology, and a literature review allows us to analyze research methodologies, like for example by studying how others have researched a different topic, and we can identify like approaches, how the approaches detect a different flag or find new opportunities. For example, if token systems has been starting with single subject experimental design, you might decide whether it is better to use a large graph experiment or a qualitative approach, like to analyze their impact on students' motivation. This analysis helps to define the most appropriate designs for future research.
Okay, now let's talk about the process of conducting a literature search. We will explain it in a simple way and with examples to make it much easier. There are several steps to this process. First, determine your focus. What we need to do is to be clear about the topic. Let's say you want to research how social networks affect academic performance. Great, but be careful. If your topic is too broad, you'll find a lot of information that won't help you. And if it's too narrow, you won't find anything. The more specific you are, the easier it will be to find relevant information. The second step is to decide what information is relevant and what is not. For example, if you're researching TikTok and the study, you don't need to read articles about how the app was created or its history. The third step is to choose the right words to search on the internet. Don't use long phrases like "how does TikTok affect students?" because you'll get millions of results. Instead, use keywords like TikTok, academic performance, attention, concentration. This will help you find what you need more quickly. Finally, the practical part, where to search. Of course, not everything can be found on Google. There are academic databases that can help you find articles such as ERIC, Google Scholar, and Cielo. And okay, that's all for today. Research doesn't have to be a problem. Just remember these steps and you'll find information easily. See you in a future video. Thanks for watching. Bye!